Hello. In this video, we're going to start looking at how to find rational zeros. Now, just a reminder, the wind is kind of strong out there, so if you hear anything in the background, that's what it is. So we want to graph the given polynomial function with your graphing calculator, then determine a zero from the graph and confirm it with synthetic division. Then find all remaining zeros. List all zeros in your answer. Okay, so here we have f of x equals x cubed minus x squared minus 10x minus 8. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and graph this in the calculator, so I will see you there. Okay, welcome to the calculator. Let's go ahead and go to y equals, clear anything that's in there, and type in the function. I have x cubed minus x squared minus 10x minus 8. And then graph. Notice that I already have this in the standard window. If it's not on your standard window, just press zoom 6, and that'll take this to the standard window. Now notice that I can see -1 and -2 are both zeros, and 1, 2, 3, 4 is a zero as well. To see that, again, just press second table, which is second graph, and you'll be able to see that as well. Anywhere where you have zeros on the y's, the x's are the zeros themselves. So -2, -1, and 4. I'm going to go ahead and go in numerical order here, starting with -2, then -1, then 4. But it's perfectly fine if you don't. You can do this in any order that you wish. Now notice that these are crossing, which means that they're odd, and they're not kind of a weird S as they go through. So that means that it is multiplicity 1 for each of these. So each of these are only going to be used once. And that's good, because if we look at the degree is 3 here, so there can be at most 3 zeros, 3 distinct zeros. And that's what we have. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the notes, and I will prove all of this. I'll see you there. Okay, welcome back to the notes. We've just shown using the calculator that -2, -1, and 4 are the zeros, but we want to prove it. So I'm going to go ahead and start proving it with using -2 and synthetic division. Use a 1, -1, -10, -8. Bring down the 1, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, and add. Awesome. I just proved that -2 is a zero of this polynomial. Notice that you have a quadratic here. If you want to, you can go ahead and just make this x squared minus 3x minus 4 equals 0 and solve. Perfectly fine with that. I'm not going to, because I know for certain that the next zero is going to be -1. Bring down the 1, multiply, add, multiply, and add. Awesome. And especially when you get down to just two numbers, it's usually pretty nice to just say x minus 4 equals 0, so we get x equals 4. So that would prove that 4 is also a 0. But instead, I'm just going to go ahead and use synthetic division again. Use 4, bring it down, multiply, and add. Notice it gives us a 0 as well. Notice that this is not a 0. This is just the leading coefficient. So that number there is that number there. Alrighty. Notice, though, that we are actually done. The zeros of this polynomial are -2, -1, and 4. If we wanted to write down the x-intercepts, which is not what we're asking here, but if we wanted to, it would be the coordinates -2, 0, -1, 0, and 4, 0. Alrighty. Well, I believe that's it for this particular video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.